Right. Today we've got a bit of a sneaky preview for you. We're talking Apple Intelligence. So this is coming to everybody in New Zealand shortly in the next couple of weeks, early December, with the iOS 18.2 update. I've been having a muck around with the developer version of that, so that's what you're going to see here today. So I can demo a few of the features that you can prepare yourself for. Now, I'm only going to highlight a couple of features here today because there is quite a suite of them, and I'll go into those in a little bit more detail in the written review. Yeah, in the meantime, I'm just going to focus on a few that I use here all the time. Starting with, hey Siri, turn on the blocks. And as you can see there, Siri has turned on these lights in the background, and Siri indeed has its own lights around the edge of the screen now. So instead of that little, glowing ball at the base of the screen, you get these glowing lights around the edges to let you know that Siri is listening. You can actually also type in your questions or commands now as well if you feel a little bit self-conscious just saying them. And I have found that Siri does seem a little bit more intuitive and just seems to know more stuff and interact with more devices than ever, which is great. Still not perfect though. So for example, let's just unlock the phone here and say, hey Siri, turn on the screen recorder. And then I've just got to, sorry, I don't understand, which is weird when you think that, we can just literally go to our quick launch menu and, start the screen recorder like that. Why doesn't Siri know how to do that? Siri should know how to do all the basic functions of your phone. So yeah, there's a little bit of work still to do there. So anyway, while we're here, I've got this photo. This is a nice photo that I took the other day, but the composition is slightly ruined a little bit by this bike wheel here. And if I just zoom in on it, you can actually see that there's a little crushed soda can there, soft drink can, as well, that I'd rather not be in the picture either. So another Apple Intelligence feature that we've introduced here is this cleanup tool. Now, other phones have had features like this for a while now in one form or another, but that doesn't mean that it's not welcome here on the iPhone. I thought I would show it to you and how it works. And maybe it works even better than those features. Who knows? So let's have a little look here. If we go into the edit menu and we push the cleanup tool, it has a little think, and then it looks at the picture and it goes, oh, do you want to get rid of those people in the background? And I don't want to get rid of those people in the background because that's kind of like the point. You've got the main people standing in front of a crowd of people, but I do want to get rid of that wheel, and it hasn't highlighted that wheel, but we can do that manually instead. So if I just zoom in and I circle that wheel, there you go. That's all highlighted, and now it's disappeared. And there's just magically there's grass behind it now. So the remains of that squash can and the little sort of coloured artifact is still left there, but that's fine because we can just keep doing this until everything is disappeared that we want to disappear. So if we just highlight that, that's gone, and we've still got that bit of shadow there. So I think the Apple Intelligence was trying to get rid of some of it anyway, but if we just, there we go, now it's highlighted it, and now it's gone. And if we go back to the main picture, you can see, that's looking pretty good now. So we can say we're done there, and that will save. And if we decide we didn't like those changes, we can actually go back into that photo later on and revert to the original. All those changes that we've made, all those edits are just saved in there. So that's pretty cool. That little cleanup tool. I think I've got time for one more thing that I really like about Apple Intelligence. And again, this is a feature that some email apps have. But again, I'm welcoming it to the Apple iPhone, and perhaps it works a little bit better on the Mail app on iOS than it does in some of those other apps. Who knows? So now Apple Intelligence can sort out your emails for you into a few different categories. So we've got this primary category where the things that you actually need to look at are. Then we've got transactions. So when you buy something and you get a receipt, or you buy your tickets and that sort of thing, they will appear there. There is updates. So these might be things like expected delivery times for something, or somebody's getting back to you about a meeting or whatever. So that's that section, and then finally promotions, which are probably the least important things that these are the things that you subscribe to, your daily specials and stuff. So, for example, here I've got a Domino's pizza email telling me what the cheap pizzas are today. So, yeah, I know that that's a section that I don't really need to go to until I've cleared all my other emails, if at all. That's just a little productivity feature that Apple Intelligence is now taking care of for me, and so that's pretty welcome as well. So there you go, just a few features. There's a whole lot more. There's a lot of drawing tools, for example. There's a thing called Image Playground where you can just get Apple Intelligence to create an image for you in different styles, even using photos on your phone as a starting point if you want. That's not really my cup of tea, so I haven't wasted time showing you that here. There's also Genmoji, which means that you can generate your own emojis just based on a few prompts from you. So again, I never use emojis, but for people who do, I'm sure that's great. There are other like genuinely useful things as well. Like there are some writing tools for summarizing or creating messages and things in different styles, just from prompts. And there are also useful maths tools as well. And I'm going to get into some of those in my iPad mini review that's coming up for you in a week or two's time. So watch out for that. I'll talk about some of those other Apple Intelligence features in the written article. But yeah, in the meantime, just hang on in there. If you've got an Apple Intelligence capable device, those are just some of the features that are coming to you in just a few weeks.